Well, today I slept in until noon, and I kind of just putzed around all afternoon, and it is now 5 o'clock in the evening. And I'm here at the shop, and I've got boxes to go through. I was going to do a live video and do some unboxings, but I decided that I was just going to do a video and go through some boxes with you guys. So the other day, we had 22 boxes. We went through 6 of those boxes, and I believe that leaves us with 16 boxes to go through. I don't think we're going to be able to get through all of those boxes in today's video, but we're going to get through some of them. And we're going to see what lovely treasures we have in those boxes. So, aren't you excited? I'm excited. I think we're going to have some paperweights this time. So here we go. All right, well, these are the remaining boxes that we have yet to go through. Quite a few of them. Now, Eric and I were digging through them the other day, so they are kind of rifled through. This was one of those boxes, and I could not believe that this lot went up to $125. I thought that was a little crazy. There was one item in this lot that I wanted. It was a mixed lot. There were some good pieces in here, but this is the item that I wanted out of that lot, and it was this. This beautiful Latticino paperweight. It's got some Millefiori in there. I thought it was absolutely beautiful, and so that's why I wanted the lot. And I have no idea what the other person was after. I thought maybe it had something to do with these postcards, because that was the only thing I could think of, but I don't know. Winning today on Miami's long shot. They're all Miami postcards. Very cool. I'm just going to set those aside. We've got some little celluloid pieces. His arm is coming unattached. There's also a little celluloid dog. He was adorable. Unfortunately, his face is a little squished. A little Putz house. Little Easter egg. This is the bottom to a box. Oh, this was in there. This was actually quite nice. It is an Art Nouveau style casket box, and it has the original, all the original fluff in there. The bottom is actually quite decorative as well. It does look like there is an unfortunate crack there. This is made of pot metal, so it has a tendency to crack pretty easily. Alright, we also have this little trinket dish here. I think that's a fish. A little fishy on the lid. This was part of the lot. Appears to have some age with those nails and the way it's framed. She's kind of fancy. Gilded frame. It's weird how the gilded frame is set into the shadow box. Very interesting. Now, here we have some pottery. And the reason I bought this is because the pieces were signed. This one, and there was actually 2 of them. One was a well-known artist. Let me set our paperweight over there. Art glass. Oh, art glass paperweights. Look, the box is labeled. Well, we will get into that box in a second. This is a paperweight. It is about 1903. We've got 2 of these horsehead bookends. Unfortunately, I think just the screws need to be tightened on those. These perfume bottles were in there. Lolita perfume. Lennox. These, I believe, are for clay. And this back scratcher. That could be Bakelite. I didn't realize that. I think this might be Bakelite. There's only one way to test it. No, there's multiple ways to test it actually. But one way to test it is to actually build up some friction and get it heated. And then it's supposed to have a smell. I didn't smell anything just now though. This may be what everyone else was bidding on when I was going after the paperweight. They may have been bidding on this because it does appear to be. Oh look, what does it say? Sterilized, made in USA. It's pretty cool. It could be Egyptian revival, which would mean it's early. I like it. I didn't know I was going to like it until I saw that. Looks like there's only one piece of pottery in here. There is another. What is this? This is Pacific Creation, made in France. Ooh, that's fancy. Fancy perfume. Just stick with my Ariana Grande. And now for the paperweights. Of all these paperweights, there was one that I wanted. Can you guess which one it is? This one. It is Selkirk Glass. It is etched on the bottom and it has an original sticker. Look at that flower. I believe it's a thistle. But it was just amazing. That was the one I wanted. The other paperweight, oh, you know what? This one is actually cooler than I thought it was going to be. And it is signed on the bottom. It is signed, oh, I can't read that. Maybe you can read it. 1996 ESDL. Starts with an E. Occult. I didn't realize that there was glitter in that one. That one's actually pretty neat. This one is also signed on the bottom. It's got the controlled bubbles in it. It's kind of an interesting design. This one is not signed. Oh, it's stamped. Bob. Something. Can't read it though. Made. And Bob. I'm gonna go with that. And Bob made this. And this one, I was gonna say, this one doesn't look special. See, I'm getting an eye for paperweights, and I knew, looking at all of these paperweights, that this one was going to be the least special. So I feel like I'm making progress. Definitely making progress on the paperweights. Now, this was not all of the paperweights. There are actually more over, I think, in this box. Eric had them pulled out, and I was, oh, here in this box, there's a fancy paperweight. Let me show you. Look at this one. In the original box, Millefiore Reflections Edition, size unlimited. But it is so pretty, and it's so weird because it does, if you look through the center, it keeps going and going and going. And it is signed on the bottom. I thought, wow, that's a cool paperweight. So there's some paperweights. There's one more that I still have to find. I think it's probably going to be in this box. So we're going to dig around in this box until we find it. First of all, I wasn't sure exactly what this is. I'm not quite sure. If you know what this is, let me know in the comments, because that one's got me a little bit stumped. I'm not really sure how that functions. This, I was noticing, did have damage, which was a little disappointing. I didn't realize this. But you can see it's got a little bit of damage on it, but I guess if you display it in this direction, it's not that bad. That was just beautiful. There are 2 of these. There was a pair. That one's got a little bit of damage too. They're both damaged, unfortunately. They both have some damage on them. But they sure are pretty. I like those. So here is the other pot. This is the other pot. This one is signed CM9. I wasn't sure about this one because there was no notes about it being signed and I did not get a picture of the bottom. But I do like that. I think that's a really nice design. Of course, we got this one. This one is Annette Silas, and I did look her up, and some of her pieces sell very well. So this is the one I was most excited about, but I also loved the design of this one without knowing who makes it. I thought it was a nice pot. All right. This lot right here was very interesting because I was actually not even watching this one. And when it came up and I realized that this was a Theorium, I believe is how, yeah, Theorium. Theorium painting on velvet. When I realized what it was, I was like, oh, I love those things. I buy those every so often when I find them at Goodwill. Well, I looked up the artist, and some of her pieces sell for upwards of $75. So I was pretty excited about that. I think she had one of these fruit baskets to sell for $120 or something like that. It was crazy. So I inevitably started bidding on it. The little silhouettes were also in that lot. Oh, they're signed. Alice Virginia Coffin. And this one is Ella Stewart. Interesting. So that was fun. I'm making a little pile here, and then I will inevitably move it over over there for Dina. Oh, here's our Paperweights. This one was beautiful. Look at it. It's got glitter in it and bubbles. That was beautiful. This one is marked GES. I think 02. I thought that was beautiful. All right, so tell me how I did on the Paperweights. I feel like I did all right. I feel like I did okay. Where's the other one? I think we put it down here. Oh, goodness. There we go. There's my paperweight collection. Now you probably noticed these in the box, and we do fairly well with these if they work. And this guy, he works pretty well. His mouth opens. I think his eyes are also supposed to turn. He's pretty neat. These are usually Henri. But a lot of the times I won't put Henri in my listing because if I can't see for certain, it just makes me nervous. Look at this guy. Oh my gosh. He is really neat. Oh my gosh, I like this one. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. A lot of the times I see the kissing couple or the drunk guy with the bottle, but I don't think I've ever seen this guy. I really like him. Here's the kissing couple. Let's see if they work. Nope. Wait. They snap. They want to snap back. Oh, there we go. There we go. They work. Now, the last thing in this box is trinket boxes. And I paid up a little bit for these trinket boxes. We have this one right here. This is Limoges, France. It's a little egg trinket box. There's nothing inside, but it is marked on the bottom, Limoges, France. This one is also Limoges. It's a white with that gold detailing, and it does appear to be hand-painted. Yeah, look, hand-painted. This one I'm not sure of. Is that, no, that one's not marked. You know, though, it does look hand-painted. I'd say it is. Now, the last one was my favorite, and the last one is the reason that I bought the lot. I'd never seen a trinket box like this before, ever. It says, I'm not going to be able to read that, but it says Limoges. And I've seen some of these sell from $100 to $150. And so this couple in bed, I'm not going to be able to open it one-handed. Got one hand on the camera. But I thought that was really neat. What an interesting little trinket box. So we've got 3 trinket boxes. And I'm going to actually put them in with these little wooden guys. And I'm going to move them down here. I have no idea what's in this box, but this looks like a giant piece of glass. Oh my gosh, look how huge that is. Wow, that's really pretty though. Looks like there might be a signature on the bottom there. Maybe not, that could just be the pencil. That's really interesting. I'm not sure if that would be a booth piece. Or if we, I mean, we could ship it. It's just a little bit oversized, so it might be a little spendy to ship. Okay. Marigold Basket. Yes, I am holding it by the handle. Please don't freak out. Set it over here. This is a Cranberry Basket. It is a Higbee's exclusive Fenton, Christmas 1987. Cranberry Basket. Feels like carnival. Oh no, this is the pink opalescent. Is that not beautiful? It's marked S, so I believe that is L.E. Smith. After having shown a piece the other day, a lot of people were saying, oh, that's L.E. Smith. But the color on that is so weird. It's very strange. It is a pink opalescent, but it's not faded on the edges like the heirloom glass. It's just all over pink opalescent. It's kind of interesting. You can kind of see it there. I like it. Here is some Fostoria heirloom. I showed a piece of this the other day when I did an unboxing. I had a bigger piece of this, but this is the pink opalescent Fostoria heirloom glass. One of my favorite glass patterns. I actually did collect this for some time, and I do not any longer, but it is beautiful. Got some white opalescent. I don't think I've seen that pattern before. That's curious. It's Fenton. White opalescent. Ooh, isn't that pretty? It's a beautiful white opalescent bowl. I've always said, I think the white opalescent is just so elegant. Isn't that pretty? All right. I feel like we're almost done with this box. this. Yes, this. What is this marked? I was curious. Evolution by Waterford. It's a Waterford bowl. There you go. Waterford. Don't say I don't ever buy Waterford. You saw it here. I think there was actually a Murano piece in that lot that I wanted. I was like, oh, there's Waterford in there as well. Now, where is the Murano? It's not in this box. It's underneath. I feel like this is going to be a lot of work. This box looks very full. Is that a dog or a sheep? I think it's a sheep. Not pretty. Beautiful iridescent. Man, I feel like we barely made a dent on those boxes. All right, so I had a bathroom break and I walked in and there is a wall that wasn't here before. That's amazing. Look at the progress. Wow. It's amazing. I never thought I'd see it. Now they are redoing the ceiling because we had a lot of weird pieces hanging down when we did the demo work. So they are going to be redoing the ceiling. They're also fixing the floor. As you can see here, there's some issues here in the floor. There's a wall over here on the men's room. And this is mine. Looks like they're still working in here. They're going to level up the floor, and then we're going to have to work on getting flooring in here. And I think what I've decided is I'm going to try to salvage what we have of the floor. So I've told you guys before, over here I was going to have the couch for the kids. And I think that if we cut the floor here and save the carpet over there, then we only have to put flooring in on this strip and in the 2 rooms. And I think that's what I'm going to do because it's just so costly. And we are renting the space. So I mean, this right here is costing us about $10,000 and we're renting the space. It's a lot, but we had to get it done. We had to get the space so that we can work out of it and it's functioning. Now they were going to charge, I think, $1,200 to put doors in these walls. So Andrew was like, I'm not paying that. We'll put our own doors in. So now we're putting our own doors. They put the wall up and they framed it all in. But I think my dad's gonna come over and help us put the door in, hopefully. Because my dad has experience doing construction, so he's gonna help with that. But we're also going to put a door through that wall at some point. Are you creeping? No, you had to use the restroom? No. Are you leaving?
No, I'm gonna get something to eat.
Oh.
Yeah. They won't be back until Monday, but
yeah.
Progress.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Well, we're gonna have doors now here. Remember?
I mean, when we get around to it. Oh gosh. That's crazy. I never thought this would get done. All right, well, I think we're gonna go through one final box. This box has a lot of glass and carnival in it, and so I just didn't really feel comfortable using one hand to pull it out, so I've got my hands free. And you're sitting over there. Let's go through this stuff. Now, I did pull a few items out of here and already showed you. One of those was this lovely tumbler right here. So I'm going to set aside. And there was a tiny little lamb. Kind of looks a bit like a trophy. And I'm not seeing any markings on it. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I've never seen one of those before. This right here is marked N for Northwood. It's kind of a little top hat vase. It's Marigold Carnival Some of the iridescence on the inside is wearing. It's either wearing or it just didn't get a good spray with the iridescence. This beautiful cobalt blue. Looks like holly and berry. Maybe not. Maybe it's not. Either the berries really got stretched out, or maybe it's a different pattern that I'm not familiar with. Kind of looks like wisteria, but I'm almost certain that's a holly and berry that just kind of got stretched, and so the berries kind of look like long flowers. In any case, I love it. I love the heavy iridescent pieces. Those are my favorite pieces of carnival. That's why I'm not a huge fan of Marigold. This piece right here kind of reminds me of Jeanette. This says Northwood. It reminds me of the Jeanette Flora Gold. Just how light the iridescence is on it. It's not. It's Northwood. But the Flora Gold that Jeanette made was kind of a carnival, but it was a very light carnival. And that's what this reminds me of. We've got a tumbler here. It could also be used as a vase, but it is cobalt. You guys can tell I'm sitting like right by the window. Keep looking outside. Lots of people outside because it's St. Patrick's Day. All right. This is beautiful. Look at this one. Oh, I love this. Look how heavy the iridescence is on this one. It's kind of got like a Greek key pattern on it, and it's amethyst. And the way you can tell that is if you hold it up to the light, which I'm at this angle, I'm not gonna be able to show you, but a lot of the times when it's real heavy, when you hold it up to the light, you can see the light shine through it, and you can get a better sense of what the base color is. But look at that. Is that not beautiful? It's like almost a solid green iridescence with just hints of purple. Told myself I wasn't going to keep any of this carnival, but there's a few pieces I've been tempted on. That being the second piece. Got a toothpick holder here. Looks to be a Native American chief. He's kind of a white carnival. I think if I remember correctly, we bought quite a few toothpick holders. This one is Dearborn, Michigan, and NTHCS, August 1977. Another little toothpick holder. This little guy. I guess that could be considered a toothpick holder, but I think you could put a succulent in that if you really wanted to. It's got like a rounded base. Perfect for succulents. This is interesting. The shape of that reminds me of a celery vase, but it is kind of fluted, so I'm not positive on that. But I love the shape of it. It's very interesting. It is not marked on the bottom. This is a handled vase, marigold, and I don't recognize that pattern. What's that? Somebody gets down at the end of the road just like yelling obscenities and screaming. And I'm not really sure what's going on. And I'm here by myself. And you know what? A lot of the times Walter gets back and he like sits in his car. So maybe I'll go check if he's here. I wasn't really expecting this today. He might be, yes, oh, he's back. Okay, I'm gonna check and see what's going on. Maybe he'll walk down and check it out. All right, well, Walter is back. He's eating his dinner. I'm going to continue filming my video. The commotion has died down. Nobody's yelling anymore. So hopefully that was it. I just feel like St. Patrick's Day, there's probably a lot of drinking going on. I was in Dublin for St. Patrick's Day one time and it was just absolutely crazy. But we're in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, and I just didn't expect it to be that level of crazy. So, that being said, we've got half a box to go through yet, and we're gonna do that right now. Another toothpick holder. And a creamer. Marigold. Ooh. Little toothpick holder, but I like this one. It's kind of marigold, and then it's got the red down at the base. So it's kind of like an Amberina carnival. I think I've seen that before. I like it though. This is, what is this? Oh. I believe that this is a decanter and it needs a lid. So let's hope that we have the lid in there. We've got a Marigold vase here. It looks like they only did about half of this vase before they were like, you know what, never mind. It is half carnival and half clear. That was the lazy carnival. This one is a compote with the orange tree pattern, it appears. Got a little cherry glass here. I've sold a set of these before and I wasn't sure if these were intended for children or if they were little shot glasses. I wasn't sure what those were. But a larger flared compote. Lots of marigold in this lot, if you could not tell. I'm hoping we have that stopper in here. It looks like we've got another one of these little cups. Little hobnail cup. And so for this, I would probably do little lots. I would probably lot them together. That's my phone. All right, Andrew just called me. We've got 2 items left in the box. I'm gonna get through these 2 items and then I'm gonna get out of here because it is St. Patrick's Day and I'm gonna go celebrate St. Patrick's Day with my kids. So, the last 2 items in this box are this tumbler with a butterfly and grapes on it. Now, unfortunately, actually it's blackberries, but it's got a giant chip out of it. So I probably will stick this in an Eric box. A lot of people buy those things at the flea market for like $1. So we've also got this, and this is the Persian medallion pattern. And I actually kind of like this shape and style. So it's not half bad for being marigold. Anyway, that was everything out of this box. So we got through 3 boxes today. That brings the total boxes down to 13. Now we do have some more auctions coming up, which, you know, that's kind of why I wanted to get through these boxes so that when we go into these newer auctions, I can like feel good, like, oh, we're moving stuff along. But we've got more to get through. I'm hoping these other boxes aren't as full, but I will probably be doing another live haul on these other boxes. So stay tuned for that. And I'm not sure when. I can't tell you when because I never know when I'm going to be going live. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it was a little bit more laid back and we didn't do any shopping. We kind of just looked through boxes. But I will see all of you tomorrow. Later. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. In case you spotted something you just can't live without, we do post 25 to 30 new items in our eBay shop every single day, and I've posted a link to that down in the description.